happening this evening? Hope everyone's doing wonderful. Welcome back to this episode of Running with Randoms. And today, it's not really about randoms. It's kind of about, I guess, friends or people that play 2K that you may know. And I can remember a time, before, online gaming was like the thing. And, you had to like go over somebody's house or bring your system to, get it on and play. And I have a friend of mine, and I guess he's a casual player, I would say, but he has some college basketball experience. He's played against people like Baron Davis and Jonathan Benders, and I could name a few other players. And I would think he would take 2K serious in terms of having basketball knowledge and learning and wanting to learn different moves that are actually in the game, because I'm sure as somebody at an elite college level that you would know those moves or want to know those moves. But I mean, that's just my opinion. And this is kind of footage of me and him playing, and I play on Hall of Fame because to me it's no real difference between playing on Pro and Hall of Fame other than the amount of jump shots 2K allows you to make. It kind of hones in your shooting, gets your timing better if you want to become a better shooter. Like shooting on a Hall of Fame difficulty will help you with your timing. Another thing about shooting is it's kind of better to be early than have a late release too, because you may be able to kind of slide into that green window a lot more and be a little more accurate versus being late. But yeah, back to the gameplay of me and my homeboy. We were running, just trying to play a quick game, 5-on-5, and we played the first game. He had the Lakers, LeBron, AD. I had Luka, Porzingis, and at one point in the game he was up by like 20. But I really don't play a lot of quick matches. I was trying to play something, play with your friend, play with your homeboy. But he got on the mic and he just was loud, and because LeBron was just, how slashing is in the game. You can just go to the hole. And I really didn't have anybody to D up on LeBron. I could have put Luka on him, but I kind of did that later on in the game. But he just kept going to the hole with LeBron. And I guess it was making him feel good, but he was talking trash in the mic like he could actually play the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so for me, when he started trash talking, I'm like, okay, well, he's trying to be competitive. Because, he was talking major trash, yelling all loud, like he really was doing something. I just kind of like laughed it off, laughed, giggled, ha ha ha, kind of funny. So the next game we played, I told him, you'll never win another one. And because, to win, you have to know how to lose. So I've taken losses, I've won. So for me to be, winning against somebody is nothing new. For me to go up by 30 or 40 points is nothing new. I've been playing 2K for a long time. I used to actually like bet money and gamble on the game. So for me to win a game is nothing new. I've won games at the buzzer for, last shot of the game for money. You know what I mean? So, to play against somebody and just to have bragging rights, to me, that means nothing. I know that I can play. I know I'm a decent player at the game. I'm not as good as I used to be. But at the same time, I think I'm still a formidable opponent for anybody if you get caught slipping. But back to the story, we were playing, and then when I started winning, and got to the point where it was just embarrassing. Some games it was 20 to maybe 6 or 20 to 8 at the end of the first quarter, and I'm being modest by giving me 20. I think one of the games may have been 30 or something like that, 30 to 8 by the end of the first quarter. And he was, started getting his feelings, I guess, and then started to try to say things to hurt me, or I guess he tried to, say things that he thought would hurt me, or was he speaking from like his standpoint of why he plays 2K? Like the things he started to say were like, yeah, I understand, you couldn't play basketball in, real life or something like that, or, you living through 2K and yada yada yada, which is, quite the opposite. I never took basketball in real life serious because I didn't like the coaching. I like to just play, and just, the position of people, the person who controls the ball controls the movement. So I mean, if you have a team full of players and people who know how to move the ball to make the defense, to kind of compromise the defense and make the defense, do what you want them to do, and shit's fun, and the way I play point guard, in real life and on the game, is drive and dish to compromise the defense, get them to collapse, and then kick out to your shooters. That's how I play. But at the same time, it's just, once again, it goes just playing a lot of street ball versus playing organized ball. With street ball, it's no coaching. It's just players. You have to learn like the tendencies of your players on the fly. You have to learn what they like to get the ball on the fly, and kind of see the game and orchestrate the game. Like if you need an assist and somebody good, you kind of have to be creative and figure out a way to get them in that spot without having plays. So that's where the street ball and IQ of that comes in at, and being the fact that 2K gives me a god view where I can see like the entire court, which if in real life you were able to see the entire court the way you can see it on 2K, I think a lot of us probably would be NBA players, regardless of height or weight or size, whatever, but like I felt it kind of funny, that he was saying stuff like that. I mean, like I say, maybe that's why he plays 2K, because he didn't get a chance to go in the NBA, or might have had injuries, or something like that. So he plays it on, I guess, pro difficulty or something like that, which I play on Hall of Fame, and it's not to relive anything, but playing on Hall of Fame is harder. So I mean, it makes the game more competitive. It makes it fun for me, because if not, it's too easy, and I get bored of it a lot quicker. But it was kind of funny to me that he said that. And then we went to the neighborhood, and he wanted to run like on the park or run a pro-am game with me, and he didn't take criticism well to his build. He has a center with only 3 defensive badges, and I thought, first of all, that was like a major flaw. It's kind of like you were seeing yourself as an offensive star. You know what I'm saying? Like like he said, he was making his build kind of like him. So that's why I go back to the statement of maybe he is playing 2K to kind of vicariously live through 2K and relive out something he didn't get a chance to do in real life, or missed out on. You know what I'm saying? That that's maybe what I'm pinpointing, because I asked him, what was he thinking about when he made his build. He said, I kind of made it how I play. I made it kind of how I want to, how I play, and with the badges he have equipped and the way his player is, I mean, I hope that's not how you played in real life, or what I'm saying, or how you play in the game is representation of how you see basketball and how you played, because it was terrible. I'm looking at his build, and I'm looking at his rebounding. He had no emphasis on rebounding. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I would hope he that's not how he plays, and not being tall and not having emphasis on rebounding, or emphasis on like getting the block. But 3 defensive badges as a center on a game of 2K is not going to get you many friends, not going to get you many wins. I mean, and the badges he does have equipped doesn't even translate to him being a threat really on defense, but maybe 2. He has rim protector, he has intimidator, but both on bronze, so he'll cause a little disturbance in the paint, but not much, because I think his block is like 72. So he'll block some shots. Most definitely he'll block a few, but it's all about timing and knowing where to be. But the biggest badge he lacks is box out. I mean, at least on bronze, or rebound chaser, at least on silver. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't really get you any boards. He doesn't have range extender on. You know, the badges he have equipped are, you know, badges of a novice. You know, he has like flexible release, which is nothing wrong with flexible release if you have like other badges, you know, other more important badges equipped. If you just have like an upgrade and you just want to put it on something, and a lot of, you know, have a lot of upgrades, and you feel, and you shooting with your badge, put, you know, flexible release on bronze. But for you to be a center or a shooting center a little bit and not have like range extender on. You know, I'm watching him play at the park and he's at the 3-point line. They done left him open, and I'm thinking to myself, like, if you had range extender on, man, that you could have just like pulled and took that shot, but he didn't, or he didn't go hot zone hunter. So I mean, he's not a competitive type of 2K player. I understand. He's, you know, he's casual, but you know, you can't get mad at people for not wanting to play with that build, because it's not going to translate to many wins unless the opponent you're playing against is just poo. You're not going to get too many wins playing with a center that doesn't have a lot of rebounds. So he kind of took offense to that. We played a team up game, all-star team up game. I played point, he played small forward, and I kind of watched how he played small forward. All he wanted to do was just like slash to the rim, like, oh, alley-oop, oh, backdoor, like, and play it like a video game, you know, and not really play basketball. So I don't really see him making too much noise on my friend list as far as getting PT with me on the court. I mean, he can pass. I mean, but other than that, I mean, for me to have Luka, and for him to have LeBron, and I think I had maybe 15, 16 points, 16 assists, and we playing against Hall of Fame. We may have lost by like 11, but when I pass him the ball to try to create something, or see what his offensive mind is, you know, he doesn't really know how to take over the game with a single player in terms of like dribbling and, you know, getting by, you know, and, you know, then create his own shot. Like there were times where he may have been like open in the corner and I passed him the ball, and you know, he hesitated on the shot. Whereas like me, you pass me the ball, I recognize I'm open. If I get it, you know, I'm going up. But you know, until next time, YouTube, like, subscribe, share. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And it's your boy Chucky Hooper signing out. Yeah.